Morning. It's another day working in the pit of despair. Last time we worked on the pool was quite a long time ago. We've had to pivot to the inside again with the bad weather. Where we left off, we had dug this trench down here along with loads of the landscaping work behind me, and the plan was to try and put in a metal cage and pour the footings and then build a very low wall. Didn't get around to it, so and we left the cage in the trench. This morning we've been digging out that cage, which was a pain in the arse. It was really difficult, but now we're just trying to straighten up and dig out and make nice the trench behind me, and then hopefully we'll pour it today. I don't think we'll have time to lay the bricks as well, because we've got Chateau DIY arriving, the film crew arriving this afternoon. But if we can just get these footings done, at least that will see the project moving forwards again, because it's been stalled for quite a long time again. But yeah, hoping it's coming into summer now, so we'll be able to start seeing some progress again. Right, behind me is the footings that we've dug and filled with concrete. We've had a bit of rain, which is always a nuisance. I hope it doesn't mess up the footings that we've poured, but this is like a wall that's only like 1 brick high, so we've massively over-engineered it anyway. And if they're a little bit crumbly, it probably doesn't matter so much because they're not really supporting a huge amount. But yeah, fingers crossed. They'll be very good and dry when we come back next weekend. You up a bit. Right, so today we're back in working in the pool. So we're going to be pumping out the pool today, trying to let it dry off a little bit before we have to start levelling off the base and getting it ready for when the liner goes in. We're also going to be laying a layer of blocks on the footings behind me, which we laid last weekend. So hopefully it won't take too long, because we've got lots to do inside the chateau as well. We better crack on.
Jolyon's currently trying to place the pump in the pool to get rid of all the water so it can dry out, ready for lining, which is very exciting. I'm recording in the hope that he might fall in.
Oh, I finally managed to get the pump working. It's not very deep though, so at some point it's going to get too shallow and I'm going to have to rearrange it, but for now at least we can get some water pumped out, so just enjoy it on the time lapse. We're having a frustrating morning. All we've really achieved so far, and we've only got basically today and tomorrow this weekend, is take the dog to the vets, and after falling in the water managed to get the pump working, but it's not really a top priority. We were hoping to be able to start laying bricks, but the footings don't seem quite where they should be, so we've just had challenges trying to measure them. Can't find any of the tools. It's just been one of those mornings, but we'll get there. Finally, we've got the sun has come out, and I don't know, I feel a bit more motivated now. I've been like going indoors, outdoors, worrying about the rain, but now I feel as though the clay in the pool is starting to dry out, so soon I'll be able to start more serious work down there. But in the interim I can move bricks over here, and also I can start improving the banking. So at the moment it's just covered in grass and all wobbly. It's got lots of little hills, so I just need to level it out and make sure it's a nice smooth line, so better get going. Most importantly, I think I need some music. Right, yesterday we built the wall that's just there, which was quite surprising progress, but it's so much easier when you don't have to fill all the blocks with concrete. We also, or at least I started doing a bit of work, doing all of the grading on the banks around the side of the pool, and that's for the filtration beds. So today we're going to finish that off and also do some form work so we can start to build some steps down into the sun lounging area, which is the bit that sort of is between these two walls over here. So yeah, another day, hopefully a bit more progress. Right, we have spent a long time this morning just trying to get the first step sorted. We've got to do one step at the far end, one step at this end. We're basically trying to shutter in an area so we can pour concrete into it, but it's been a right faff and we didn't really know what we were doing. So we've ended up digging down quite deep and then cutting the shuttering, putting it in, and now we're just chucking in a load of sand, which might be a waste of sand and gravel, but we can't think of any other way of doing it, so that's what we've gone for. Yeah, hopefully we will have a step at the end of it. God, I am absolutely sweating. That has been hard work. I've basically just dug down through this massive pile of clay to find this pad of concrete that we put down 6 months ago or something like that. Basically, this is because we just figured it's quite a deep pond or pool, and better to make sure that there's some kind of steps or ramp so that people or animals can get out if they get stuck in. So we laid that pad, but then since then, when we had the digger, we poured a load of extra earth in because the pool's too deep. So completely covering the pad. So I've just dug it out, and then next week, as long as it's been dry, we can clean it off and then basically start building on top of it to make a bit of a ramp or something that we can use so that people can step out more easily if they happen to fall in or go swimming in the pond. Yeah. Right, so I am making a new step. I did one over there with Chris and we ended up digging down loads, and then there was just a huge amount of space to fill up with concrete, so we got through tons and tons of concrete. So this time what I've done is I've created a deepen area because we'll be digging down in front of it, so just want to make sure that we don't go underneath the step. And then there's a higher area here which we'll be building a second step on, so we'll sort of carry on up this I don't know what it's called, stepped floor, but yeah, it sort of just means that we'll save a lot of concrete and a lot of time, so hopefully it won't take too long.